Hello Future, hello Hedera Hashgraph, and hello all my fellow viewers. This is the map of the Hedera ecosystem, and as you can tell, Africa, non-existent. South Europe, nothing. Asia, Middle East, nothing yet. But I want you guys to imagine for a second, literally, what if they had stations all around the world and those lines were literally jumping everywhere? How big do you think Hedera Hashgraph will be? How valuable do you think they will be? Because literally, South America, nothing. Almost Central America, nothing. Middle of America, nothing. So once they have nodes literally everywhere, guys, they will become much more valuable, and especially now with the news that we covered this past week, partnering up with Standard Bank, literally the largest bank in Africa in terms of assets. They are partnering up with some of the biggest organizations in the world, and that is not an over-exaggeration. That is based in fact. They literally are coming out with news week in and week out about how they are developing their technologies. We are going to compare Hedera with blockchain and why they're different at the end of this video, and we will look into the statistics of the transactions per day, so make sure you watch to the very end because there is going to be a lot of information in today's video. So Mr. Jordan Fried, or Freed, I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, but he is very heavily involved in Hedera Hashgraph. He knows the founders and CEO, I believe personally, from my understanding, because he literally has been notorious on coming out with news before Hedera even comes out with it, and he is forecasting that March is going to be sunny, and that's a sign that, hey, Hedera Hashgraph is going to do great things, because on his page he pinned a tweet that literally states HBAR can be the best performing network and digital asset of 2021. So he believes in Hedera. This is Mance Harmon. He is the CEO and co-founder of Hedera Hashgraph, and his Twitter is very active, so he updates us on every time there is some type of big milestone achievement. So that is nice to see. If you do not know who he is, make sure you follow him, especially if you're a big Hedera Hashgraph fan. And that is just some miscellaneous information. And if you have not yet already, make sure you join our Telegram group. We literally have over 11,000 members in there, and as I'm recording this video, over 1,000 people are actually in the app. So I learn a lot from them. We learn from each other. So make sure you join us, and that way you are part of the journey and you stay updated on all the biggest news related to Hedera Hashgraph. So this chart might seem messy, but this is from the previous video that we made, and it's literally holding up exactly how we called it. So a couple weeks ago, in the beginning of February, it literally made a double bottom and kept going up. Now we're doing the exact same thing, double bottom, and my prediction is that we keep going up, because if we zoom in a little bit, we will see as I'm recording this video, if you're watching this, it might be completely different, because as I'm recording this video, we are heading towards a major resistance point at 12.5 cents. So if we can pass that, we can easily see 14 cents, then 15.5, and then literally keep going up 20, 25 cents. You never know, because when we pass our all-time high, guys, we believe on this channel that that's a good sign and that is going to keep happening. So as long as it consolidates really well, which it's been doing, and it just keeps making legs up, this is on track to become possibly one of the best performing assets in 2021, because let us not forget, we started the year at like 4 or 5 cents. So it has literally gone up over 3 times just in the past 2 months alone. So if it can keep up that rate, we will be in great shape by the time December comes. So DragonGlass is a website that gives you more insight on their statistics. So you can see that their transactions per day, this is a yearly chart, so since last March to this March, has been going up and up. The reason why the line goes all the way down is because we are literally in the first day of March, and as I'm recording this video, on the first day of March, we are already almost at 4 million transactions. So the rate of growth keeps accelerating with Hedera Hashgraph, and if we see it continue at this rate, guys, we are in for a wild ride. The transaction value is something that I would like for it to keep increasing as well, because in 2020 it kind of just stayed at the same range except for January and February. They just spiked up. So we want to continue seeing that happen. The transaction types are all listed there as well. Crypto makes up 25% for the past year. The consensus service makes up 75%, and then the token and the contract services are much less. I want the charts on the right, literally to be in the center of the page. Like, it should be there. It should grab people's attention instead of having the council nodes and the top Hedera tokens. People do not really care about that much. So push that to the side. Put your transactions and your total accounts at the top so it grabs people's attention, and then below that have the charts. That is my piece of advice for DragonGlass, just so you can keep your users engaged, because that chart is very, very informative and people need to see it. What is the difference between blockchain and Hashgraph? So, they are both distributed ledger technologies, DLTs, and I will leave a video of The Simpsons explaining what DLT is in a very simple way, so feel free to check it out. It'll be down below in the description section. But basically, a distributed ledger is where everything is recorded and then consensus can be achieved. You can send value, you can transact with other people, and everyone knows who did what because the ledger keeps track of everything. So the most famous form of DLT is blockchain. Literally, everyone speaks about blockchain. The Hashgraph technology is a DLT, but a different kind. So instead of having blocks that are all connected by a single strand of information, you can literally have them speaking to each other, learning from each other, and operating all within the same ecosystem, connecting all the nodes instead of all of them being separate. From the design, everything is interconnected. The transactions per second are much higher than blockchains, and there is more information in this. If you want to check it out, I'll leave it down below as well. And very quick, everyone, if this is your first time on my channel, or if you have watched other videos of mine, make sure you subscribe so you support this channel. It does mean a lot to me. It really does. And what do you think about Hedera's growth? Do you think that the crypto can literally just keep going up and up and up? Because I personally believe that it could literally be one of the best performing assets in 2021, just like Jordan Fried has mentioned. That's why I keep covering them on my channel. And check out some of my other videos as well. I have a lot of great options for you guys to choose from. If you appreciate this, again, tap that like button. And until next time, Mr. Mufleh out.